So for my part is I will give some introduction for our slide presentation for our assignment. So recently our group received an assignment from our Japanese teacher, which is to communicate with people from Japan. The purpose of the assignment is to improve our skill in the use of Japanese language with Japanese people. With that in mind, our group will have to do tasks such as creating script, slide for presentation, and report. In addition to do that, we have to do an interview session with Japanese citizens as one of our activity as an initiative to give opportunities and encourage students to enhance their Japanese language for proficiency. So the topic that our group choose is Kaizen, which is the meaning is improvement. So our group choose the topic and we'll discuss this topic with the Japanese speaker for this assignment. So let's go for the next slide.
Now I'll be talking about problem scenarios. During the interview, there are some mistakes that our group realized after finishing the interview. One of which being fluency. As we are still learning, we made some mistakes that are quite disappointing because we were inept in the Japanese language. The second problem was creativity. As mentioned during the planning phase, we were heavily reliant on the script, making the whole interview less interesting and making the guests feel anxious because we did not put any added commentary and blindly followed our objectives. The last problem is internet. For this problem, it was out of our control because it was just bad luck or something like that that made the interview not very good. As our group has made some mistakes that cannot be fixed by it. So now we move on to problem solving. Now I'll be talking about how to solve the problems that we had. For fluency, I guess we have to learn more Japanese. We have to study more so that the next time that we do an interview, or if we're lucky go to Japan, we will be somewhat fluent in the language. For creativity, we try to not heavily be relying on the scripts and try to be more creative in our heads when talking in Japanese and during the interview itself. As for the last part, which is internet, there's really not much we can do other than finding a good spot so that we might not encounter the same mistake as we did with the interview.
So, about the meeting, the Japanese that we interview are named Suzuki Kazumi. He is my uncle friend, so thank you to him to spend his time with us for the interview. During the interview session, we asked him a few questions about Kaizen, such as what is Kaizen, how is Kaizen can be implemented, what is the benefit of Kaizen, who should use the Kaizen, how does the Kaizen can increase productivity, and what is Kaizen approach to problem solving. As for our planning, before the interview session, we make script and memorize a few Japanese lines to make our guests comfortable with us. And during the interview session, we start our interview, give our introduction, and immediately start our objective. If he speak Japanese language that we didn't understand, we will use Google Translate. And after the interview, we conclude our interview and immediately begin our discussion and summarize the interview.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my part is we'll tell about issues of Kaizen. So as you guys can see here, it's only 2 points and you guys can read. The point I want to give here is lack of resource. The main here, Kaizen may require additional resource such as time, money, equipment, and such as material to implement the changes. This resource may not readily available or sufficient for our needs to overcome this problem. We need to prioritize and focus on the most important and urgent issues. So that's the main of the Kaizen, issues of Kaizen. So the rest is here. That's all. So we go next to improve with Kaizen. The first point is improve retention. That means satisfy and engage people and more like to stay close with us. So basically, the example I can give here, when we have something that everyone don't have, which mean our improvement. So more people will like to stay close with us. So be better from before. Improve competitiveness. Improve competitiveness is increase in efficiency tend to contribute to lower cost and higher cost. The example here I can give, when you have skill by your own, you can actually do something without any help. So it's better and you can get more lower cost than you pay money to someone to do something for you. Improve consumer satisfaction is a result of creating high quality product with fewer fault. So example here, when you do by your own, it's actually you get what we call it, we appreciate the things because we do by our own. So that's the big improvement and you will appreciate it. So that's all for me. Thank you.
In conclusion, using Kaizen in business is not a one-time event, but a long-term commitment to continuous improvement. It involves everyone in the organization from top-level management to frontline workers, and it can lead significant benefits, including improved efficiency, productivity, and morale. That is all from me. Thank you.